You're watching Open House. Now we're stopping by the Bridgehampton home of architect Preston Phillips. The design of his home is based on the Stijl art movement of the early 20th century. It features prominent use of bold colors, geometry, and clean lines. As you tour his home and gardens, you'll see his passion for the Hamptons through his design. Let's go and take a look.
I'm Preston Phillips. Welcome to my Bridgehampton home and studio. Composition red, yellow, and blue, built in 1988. The design of the house and studio was based on the Stijl, the art movement of the early 20th century out of the Netherlands. The Stijl is the use of primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, along with black, white, and gray, and pure geometry. And those are the elements I used in designing my home and studio. Now, let me show you around. Immediately upon entering, I used all the colors at play: the red, the yellow, the black, the white, and the gray. The entry space actually connects the two sides of the house via this red and yellow checkerboard fiberglass panel system that goes up across the roof and down the other side. I call it a zipper. Right off the entrance is my dining room. Come this way. I put this room in the middle of the house. It acts as a fulcrum for all of my entertaining. I also use the dining room as a gallery space. It features some of my largest pieces of art. It's a great space to sit and linger after dinner with friends because it feels as if you're actually eating in an art gallery. And right off the dining room is the kitchen. I designed the peninsula to use as a buffet for dinner parties, and then the scrim as an element of surprise. I selected the silver verde granite for the countertop and the backsplashes in the kitchen. I used bird's eye maple for the cabinetry and accented the kitchen with stainless steel elements. But now I'm going to show you the most dramatic space in the house. Welcome to the Skyrim. The primary feature in this room is the glass roof, hence the name. The glass has a special coating to reflect the light from the sun and the heat gain, and it allows one to have art and furniture that is protected from the UV rays. I purposely kept everything in this room low, including the furniture, so as the views to the exterior would be unobstructed. But perhaps the best view is inward, toward my cubist staircase. Across the bridge is my in-house study. The study is actually a balcony overlooking the entrance. And to frame my 1950s lacquered desk, I created these glass panels. As a backdrop to the study, I located the neon piece Saving Grace by Lily Lackage. The pyramid is geometry in its purest form, and I love the simplicity. Welcome to my studio. As an architect, I needed a space to work, but I wanted it outside the house, so I created the studio as a separate workspace. I configured it in such a way that the building looks like an object in the landscape as seen from the main house, and from the studio you cannot see the house from the interior. Here I wanted to look out into the wild nature at its best, and I've loved working here for the last 30 years. Thanks for joining me today for the tour of my home and studio, and to see how Stijl still influences and inspires 100 years after its inception.